It's recording.
We can edit this, right?
Hello, mates.
Probably not. What's up, guys? Well, we're back with another podcast, and today we're going to call it Cage Talk because that's where we're at. Family combat in the cage right here. I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves. I'm Daniel Scary Carey.
Parker Didier, Michael Branson,
Tyler Skeets.
And then Henry is doing the camera, but as you can see, really bad job.
Good job, Henry.
Has he done this before?
Yeah, I know, it's so bad.
Second
So
time.
bad. So, first off, I got offered a short notice fight, and it's next weekend against a guy I already beat, Gaston Bolaños. Apparently, he's been working a lot of wrestling. He asked me for, like, by name, hey, I want to fight, you know, that guy. And I said yes. Wish it wasn't a week's notice, but it is what it is. So I'm going to see if I can get him done, get him out of there quicker than last time, but, you know, we'll see. So if you're a betting individual, I would bet the house on this guy. But I'm not telling you to do with what you're, you know, with your money. That's on you.
No, that.
Also,
it's a guarantee.
I got my brown belt, and that's pretty much the highlight of my month.
I got 2 stripes on my blue belt.
Same.
Dab on
4 stripe now.
And he's a black belt, and he can do a backflip. And apparently, he's part Samoan, which we just learned about.
Yeah. This guy.
I am.
But he also is one of our jiu-jitsu coaches, and we wanted to add him on here just so he could give us or let y'all know.
It's the only time anybody's ever gonna listen to him. So.
For real, and he can do a cartwheel, and he's like 260.
275.
Okay, I was a little wrong.
283 and a half.
If you can do a cartwheel and you're that big, that's impressive. I'm sorry. It's just. It is
Oh yeah.
Yeah. With that being said, I'm gonna go cut weight, and these guys are gonna bullshit for like the next however long. So you guys have a good time. It'll stay on.
CDC. Stay black, friend.
It's still on.
Okay. Well, Branson, if you would like to introduce yourself to the
Just
people.
kind of tell us who you are, since we don't even really know.
These guys. So I'm Michael Branson. I've been training for about 13 years. Got promoted to black belt earlier this year by Professor Mark Bradford. Been coach out here at Family Combat for a little bit over a year now, teaching these guys how to halfway grapple.
We choke him out all the time.
I've tapped him twice.
I don't remember it.
It's because he had to wake up after that. Okay, I might have had a few handicaps in my favor. Like I had his back, I had the choke locked up, and then we started rolling. I'm not gonna talk about that.
I broke his leg off.
This is fake. Fake leg. Lieutenant Dan.
And I double legged him.
I did want to go over real quick, like obviously big UFC card this weekend.
Oh
Yeah. So the last big
Can't
fight
pronounce his name.
Hamza.
So Hamza is fighting Gilbert Burns.
Yep.
I think Parker said it earlier. They were talking about it. He's got Hamza. I've got Hamza. I just think it's gonna be a good test. What do you think about that?
I'm going with y'all on that one.
Next fight is it?
It's
Which one's next? Is
it's Volkanovski's main event. So.
Okay, so it's Piotr Jan versus Aljo.
I got Peter.
Hey, did y'all see what Aljo did at the press conference?
No.
He came in with a helmet, like a football helmet,
Oh
and he's
my
like, "Oh no, like not the head." And he had like the rule book and stuff.
I definitely got Peter Young.
Yeah, I don't know how you really go against him.
I like football helmet thing though.
It was hilarious. Everybody was booing him though. It's kind of crazy.
That is wild. Where's it at? Is it in
Jacksonville.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's weird because like he won because Piotr made a mistake. Like there's a few UFC guys that said it right after the fight. It shouldn't matter whether he could continue or not. He got kneed in the head by a world-class athlete who probably knees harder than most of the guys in that division because of his style. You shouldn't ask that guy to keep going. Like that's a very legal position. He should know better. Like,
I even watched a video talking about how the corner even told Jan to throw the knee in that instance.
yeah, I've heard they say throw the knee. I've heard they say throw punches.
Yeah.
But they're also Russian, so it's like.
So you never know.
And then we got Volkanovski versus Korean Zombie, which
I got Volko by finish.
I think most of Korean Zombie's fights are like this, where it's like he's looked at as like you're probably gonna lose, but we know it's gonna be a banger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a close fight, but I think Volk is gonna submit.
More technically sound.
Yeah. I think he's gonna find a way to make him quit. For sure.
Parker, you got any news on upcoming fights or anything?
No news right
No
now.
news right now?
What about you?
Won my fight, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
2? Yeah, a minute and a half.
Have we talked about that yet?
No, the last time we talked, we were talking about fights upcoming. And
First
then
round finisher right here.
Yeah, it's two in a row first round finishes.
So what was it like hopping back in the cage again?
This one was weird. First time Brian was in my corner. I had Brian, Parker, DC in my corner. There was a lot less nerves than there usually is because just like the squad was there. Like, what do you got to worry about? Like
How'd the show go? Like the venue, the people?
They need ventilation because they turned the fog machine on every time somebody walked out. So by like the third fight out of 15, it was getting kind of hard to breathe in there. So it was,
Yeah.
it was definitely kind of crazy.
It was definitely smoky. I can vouch for that.
Yeah, but it was good, man. It was really, and I wish you'd have got to find that card. So like you said, we could have went. I was 13th fight.
Trio.
Park would have been 14th fight, and then David.
No,
would
I
have
would
been
have been the main.
Oh yeah, it should have been me, then David, then Parker, and that'd have been nice to close out the night with all of us family combat guys. But you know, I went in there, did my thing, like I should have, and then David went and had a really great fight.
Yeah.
Sadly, got eye poked in the 4th round, and the ref stopped the fight, thinking it was a TKO finish, and then realized what had happened and called it a no contest. So who knows? Like David's a tough dude. He might have kept trying to fight.
Shout out to David Lopez. That
For
dude's
sure.
tough dude.
Dude,
Tough dude.
Tough dude.
He was winning that fight.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
time.
He was winning grappling exchanges. He was winning most of the boxing exchanges. He looked good. He looked ready for the pros.
Are you Branson? You got any fight to wins or anything coming up in jiu-jitsu?
If I can get somebody to stay in there.
How much you weigh?
280 right now.
Parker, what you weigh?
I'm almost there.
No, wait, what you weigh? You weigh
Oh, we could add our weight together.
Yeah. So if you get up there about 300, me and Parker together would be about like 320, 340. Maybe a little more than that.
Because I'm 200, you're 180.
So
So we're
380.
about
That'd be okay for you though. 380, you're pretty good. You can handle that extra weight.
You know what's funny is that this match has already happened.
Yeah.
Us two against him has already happened.
And we mopped the floor
And
with
we
him every
dogged
time.
him.
Every time, man.
Dogged him. Ask
I
him.
can tell you right now,
Ask him.
out of the people that are in this cage,
Ask him.
the only one to wipe the mat with me
Ask him.
is Henry.
And what's crazy is Henry is like 5'4" and like 120 pounds.
So that's really bad on your part.
Yeah, I mean, he's no good at controlling the camera, but you get him out here on these mats, and he really surprised you guys. Good job, Henry.
Good job, Henry. I respect you.
Henry feels a lot like Jamie off Joe Rogan's podcast because we just always keep him off the
The one
camera.
that puts you on, or the one that always goes and looks up the website.
Yeah, but you never get to talk. Remember in the early days when Joe wouldn't let him talk? That's who Henry is.
Henry makes everything work out here, though.
Yeah, he's that sticky, disgusting, smelling glue that holds us all together.
Yes, and he's not that good at it, though, if we're honest, but
You gotta help
give
him.
him props. Give him props.
Props to you, Henry. Props
Good
to
job.
you.
Hey, and DC just talked about his fights. Obviously he's not here, so what y'all think about it?
I'm very excited to watch DC because to me right now this is the best DC, this is the strongest DC, this is the most fit DC.
He is so cut up right now.
Like this is a scary DC and Gaston Bolaños has a tough night ahead.
For sure.
Very tough.
And knowing that he already lost to him once, it's like there's always that head game of like he's worried about that guillotine. You know he's been drilling that guillotine.
Oh, yeah.
But DC has so many other subs, and that's not even like he's really good at the guillotine, but like he's got.
DC didn't even go for takedowns
Yeah.
last fight. Like Gaston went into a clinch position and had his head ducked under, and he just ended up in that spot. And now DC's wrestling's gotten far more better.
It's crazy, yeah. From that fight, which that fight was a minute ago. Like that's
That was about 2 years ago.
Yeah, so it's like that's all legit, but like since we've been over here, man, I feel like the intensity's kind of gone up a little bit.
Yeah.
We got more guys DC goes with guys like me and Parker, who I'm a welterweight, he's a middleweight. We got another middleweight / welterweight, and like that's who DC goes with. He doesn't have a lot of guys his size. It's big guys that Parker's a wrestler guy, I'm a kick guy. Like he's got to deal with it all.
And I'm almost positive this is DC's first fight at 35.
I think it's gonna be at like 40.
At 40, so it might be at 40. Don't,
I'm not.
So we might be wrong. We might be
I
wrong.
think
Sorry,
that's what
DC,
he
if we're
said.
wrong.
He's like a week out. I think it's a week notice, so I think they're gonna give him a catch weight.
But this is gonna be very. I'm excited.
Yeah, and then he had the other fight booked, man, and he said he was going to talk about it earlier, but he just, didn't. But like, he already had a fight he was training for. Like, he was in camp for another fight.
Title fight.
And then this fight came up, and knowing DC, I wouldn't be surprised if he fought both of them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Yeah. But y'all have anything else?
Oh, man.
I think we're
I
good.
think that's good.
Yeah. Well, Branscombe, thank you for having us
Thank you for having us on our own
Thank you
podcast,
for
buddy.
joining
I'm
us.
glad y'all can make
We will
it.
definitely have Branscombe on again because this is one of our jiu-jitsu coaches. We look up to him. He's a beast.
Well, usually down to him. He likes to pull guards.
I wanted to say something. I wanted to say something again. I can't say it.
That is not true.
Wait, hey, you don't have to get so defensive, man. It's okay.
Henry.
No,
Nothing else.
Henry, stay back there. Sit back down, Henry.
All right.
I've got this.
My bad, Henry.
No, 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 no.